Is alumna van de VUB, toegepaste taalkunde en journalistiek. En is ondertussen journaliste geworden bij VRT Nieuws. Aurélie Boffé. Pardon.
Sorry, that was far. You have been standing there for a very long time. I'm sorry, I'll try to make it as short as possible. But first of all, thank you, VUB, for inviting me today. I'm forever grateful for the education that I got here and the people that I have met. And I would like to dedicate these words today to someone I was fortunate enough to meet during my time here, Caroline Pauwels, and who inspired me to always stay amazed. Or verwonderd, as she would say. So guys, this is it, right? The best years of your life are behind you. From now on, you're looking at 40 years of living paycheck to paycheck, and the highlight of your week will be pizza on Fridays. Happy graduation! It's been 5 years since I stood where you're standing now. Well, not exactly. Mine was still in a scruffy aula at the VUB. And despite what all the memes might say, I can assure you that life after university isn't all about trading your soul for a 9-to-5 stability in a company car. At least it doesn't have to be. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. I'll be honest, when I was asked to speak here, I had major imposter syndrome. What could I possibly say to a room or square full of newly minted students? I mean, I'm just 5 years older than you guys. Some of you, sorry for the older students. What could I say? Life lessons? Wisdom? And then I thought about what I needed to hear 5 years ago. I was overwhelmed by all the endless possibilities ahead of me, all the paths that I could take, afraid that choosing one would close off all the others. Because we're often told anything is possible. But how do you start to choose something when everything feels like an option? So I guess first of all today I want to take some pressure off your shoulders. You don't have to choose something and stick to it for the rest of your life. Don't like your job? Leave. Want to try something new? Take that pottery class. Your career is something flexible. You can always adjust. And right now, it's a blank canvas, and the VUB has given you all the tools you need to paint it however you choose to. I was born in 1997. According to Wikipedia, my most trusted ally, that's the year when Gen Z starts. And I'm sure you've heard all the hot takes about us. Gen Z is built differently, they say. Those young people are lazy. They want everything all at once. They're spoiled and impatient. Of course we are. We grew up with the world right at our fingertips. We can learn a new language, master a piano piece, write an essay with just a few clicks and scrolls. Thanks, ChatGPT. We've been raised in a different digital era. But that doesn't make us lazy. I call that efficient. Where others see impatience, I see drive and ambition. Gen Z is the most open-minded generation yet. And hello, have you seen us multitasking? Ours is a generation that values its time. And we know how to set boundaries. And yes, we want a lot of things, and we want them right now. But is that always a bad thing? In a world grappling with climate change, inequality, and war, issues demanding immediate action, maybe impatience is exactly what we need. I went into journalism because I strongly believe in the power of well-informed, critical citizens. I believe democracy is in danger in many countries, and even here we take it for granted. I mean, who's going to vote on Sunday? A few, okay. But working in a newsroom means being bombarded with bad news every day. The world is in bad shape, and this generation has inherited quite some challenges. We are more polarized than ever. Human rights are being violated left and right. The cost of living is going through the roof. Our teachers are dropping like flies. And on top of it all, we still can't seem to form a decent government in this country. But here's the good news. You guys can do something about that. You are our linguists, our historians, our journalists, our policymakers. You're the glue between cultures and countries. You have studied the past so you can help shape the future. You are the watchdogs and whistleblowers of our society. Now more than ever, we need people who can rebuild the bridges that others are burning down. I'm not here to give you a lecture on saving the world. I mean, I guess I just kind of did, but most of all, I want to urge you to use your talents for good on any scale that matters to you. And I'm hopeful because according to a Deloitte study, Gen Z values salary less than any other generation. We care more about meaningful work, about a challenge, and about purpose. The average career consists of 80,000 hours. Just imagine what we could do if we all spent those hours doing something useful, be it as a journalist, a researcher, a politician, an artist, or an entrepreneur. So here goes my second piece of advice. Don't settle. There are so many fun jobs out there. I mean, trust me, I make TikToks for a living. You're going to have to drag yourself out of bed for the next 4 decades of your life, so might as well choose something fulfilling. Because before you know it, you stumble into a job that pays the bills but drains your soul, and then comes the mortgage, your new dog, and some other responsibilities, and you'll be too afraid to leave the infamous golden cage. Right now, you're young, you're idealistic, full of passion, and maybe even a little naive. This is a perfect time to be bold and chase your dreams. But first, take a breath. You've just graduated. We're often going so fast and we forget to look back and appreciate how far we've come. I know I do. But now standing here, I feel compelled to give you my last piece of grandmotherly advice. Hit the pause button for just a moment and be proud of your achievements. You've grown from an insecure student into a maybe even more insecure young professional. That is worth celebrating. So as you step into the world with 80,000 hours ahead of you, remember this. The future isn't something that just happens to you. It's something you create. So no, the good times aren't over. In fact, this might only be the beginning. Good luck.